It's well documented by now when I think about the single cavity mop bucket and a string cotton mop. It just spreads soil. It does not clean whatsoever. So we have the two options here. We have a divided bucket and a double bucket trolley system. And I've got detailed videos on, instructional videos on how to use both of these on our website. But what this video is about is to help you, the end user, determine which one of these systems is best for you. Because I know that decision is one that is made frequently. So let's start with the commonality between the two. They both conceptually do the same thing. They separate the clean chemical solution on this divided bucket. It's the front compartment where the clean chemical solution goes. On the side, or on the trolley system, it's the bucket without the wringer. And then we start out underneath the wringer, this backside on the divided bucket, and the, in this case, the gray bucket underneath the wringer on the double bucket trolley. We start out with a gallon of clear water, so we have somewhere to rinse our mop out. So they are similar in that regard. They both will accommodate either the tab mop system or the tube mop system. So either mop system can be used with either of these buckets, or divided bucket or double bucket trolley. Now, where they differ is this. Obviously, the price point always comes into play. And so oftentimes that leans people towards this divided bucket because it is at a lower price point. The other reason that sometimes people lean the divided bucket way is they'll tell me, well, Par, you don't understand, our closets are very, very small and I just don't have room for this trolley. So let me address that and let me give you some final thoughts on how to make this decision. Just keep in mind, the reality is, if I put these two side by side, the divided bucket's actually a little wider. And if I look at the length, we're only talking about 5 inches in terms of length. So while it is a smaller footprint, it's not near as much as one might think. The other thing I want to point out is there are some features here that just really make me lean this way if I can find the room in my closets. The first one is it's got more capacity. More capacity in terms of the buckets means less trips to and from the slop sink. The other thing is it's more ergonomic when it comes time to dumping and filling this bucket system. When I dump this, when I run out of clean and my backside flushing tank or my backside where I flush my mop out is full, I have to do what I do with the single cavity mop bucket. I've got to pick it up, and I'm asking my custodian or housekeeper to pick up about 60 pounds when you combine the bucket, the wheels, and the water, 4 gallons of water. With this one, when I run out of clean chemical solution and I'm depleting, or I'm going to get rid of all the other water that's in my flush tank, I've got a much easier way, because they're independent buckets. They are plastic and they have a handle. So it makes the dumping, the rinsing, and the refilling a much, much easier, more ergonomic task than otherwise with a single cavity bucket or even our divided bucket. Then the last advantage of this double bucket trolley system is the wheels itself. So the wheels are 5-inch caster wheels, which are twice the size of these wheels or any traditional wheels. What does that mean? With this wider base and 5-inch wheels, this bucket system is virtually spill or slosh proof, which is important. So you can arm either of these buckets with a down press wringer, with a roller wringer. I prefer the side press wringer because with either one of these mops, the sides completely close and you can get a nice tight wring out with any mop. You've got a choice. You can't go wrong with either one, but I wanted to point out some of the features that may point you in one direction or another.